Aviation was always in my life, in my heart. I always loved seeing airplanes, going to airports. When I was little, I used to make airplanes from paper and draw airplanes, but I thought it was like an impossible dream.
I became interested in aviation since I was a child. Traveling on airlines, walking through the cockpit would amaze me. All of these buttons inside of the cabin.
I was always an adventurous kid. Aviation has some of the most adventure to it, so it always was appealing to me. I wanted to travel around the world, and traveling around the world these days involves aviation.
When I was in a mission school, we had to develop a project for life, and that's when I asked God, tell me what is the project for my life, for the future? How can I serve you? What can I do? And the Lord brought to my mind again the idea of aviation, using aviation for the gospel, to bring the gospel to the Amazon region.
We believe the Amazon region because that's where God put in our hearts. He called us to go there, and we feel like that's where we would like to call home, stay there for many years.
Because it's a hard to reach area. It's an area where not many people are working, and I have personally experienced being there and noticing the big hunger and lack of knowledge of God and the presence of people that can teach and make disciples in this area.
Aviation in the Amazon is very important because the distances are really long. The way of transportation, the main way of transportation they use is by boat. And it's good, it works, but sometimes it takes days. So the importance of aviation is good not just for the gospel, mainly for the gospel, but we can use that as a tool to share the gospel using medical skills to go and rescue people if they have any sickness. We can bring them to a hospital, but we can use also aviation to go and preach the gospel, visit new villages, keep encouraging the pastors to equip them.
What's different about ITEC is their way of doing ministry, their simplicity, and just straightforward way of thinking and grasping the word and applying it overseas with the Great Commission.
I think it's very important what they are doing. They are training us, very much giving us the tools, empowering us to go and do the work.
ITEC's helping us out in many ways. One of the ways I've seen that they're helping us out tremendously alongside Liberty University and Dr. Fanning is philosophy and ideology, how to do ministry in these parts of the world.
The main goal is to do discipleship, to share the gospel with indigenous people, reach them for Christ, but also train them. So equip them, spend time with them and in training so they can feel ready to go and reach other villages.
And just have one more area of the world reached, and have an area where we can say there's people living out their lives in obedience to the Word and in worship to Jesus.